So the Supreme Court has probably made, I think, a lot of people saying, a lot of great legal scholars, these are people who do law work, they're saying it might be the greatest Supreme Court decision in the history of the court. How about that? How about that? And guess what? We're not surprised. We're not surprised. I mean, there's a lot of radical left people probably crying very strongly today. But the Supreme Court, and they made the decision Uranus, which means 9-0. I don't think there's ever been a decision in the history of the Supreme Court that's been 9-0. That means nobody voted against Trump. Even the black one and the Latina justice, okay? Even they voted for Trump. And you should have seen it, Mike Pence, who we don't really talk to anymore because he's a traitor to Trump. But when he heard the decision was Uranus, he came running in and said, Sir, I heard something about Uranus. And I said, Mike, it's just a very powerful, very right, by the way, very right, it's called correct, decision by the Supreme Court, which we obviously, it's 9-0. 9-0. That means perfect record. And so Colorado and all the other radical left states who thought they could make me illiterate, which means off the ballot. They wanted me off the ballot. And it's not happening. It's not happening. So we don't thank the Supreme Court because there's 3 radical left people, including 2 judges of color. But we say to the 6 Supreme Court people who are nice and strongly support me almost all the time, thank you. And you're welcome, by the way, because we're going to make the court great again. We're going to make America great again. And we're going to be on all the ballots. We're going to be on all the ballots. And I think as sort of payback, I think it's appropriate to have payback. I think we're going to throw some Democratic ballots out in November. It's sort of, you can't challenge a great president on bullshit. It's called bullshit. And when it's a 9-0 decision, you can do this. This is I've talked to many legal scholars. Sidney Powell recently was telling me at a pickleball court where she was arguing my case very strongly. She said, sir, when it's a 9-0 decision, you can do whatever you want. So we're going to do whatever I want. And we're going to have a strong decision. And we're going to have strong Democrats getting thrown off the ballot. And if they can't we're going to throw the ballots out. Okay? So thank you to the 6 judges. And I won't issue any threats to the black, the Latina, or the Kegel exercise justice, who we sort of respect that one a little bit. You got to keep it tight. So bye-bye, radical left, cry very strongly on the ballot.